Welcome to class.
And yes, it's day 4 already, and here's today's tip for this balance sequence. So when you are on one foot, stare somewhere in front of you. So if you're a beginner with balance, don't close your eyes, don't look around you, especially don't look down. Look straight in front of you and keep your gaze on the same spot, and this will help your nervous system to keep your balance. And that's it. Here we go. So here we go. Welcome to day 4. Welcome to class. Come standing at the front of your mat. Keep your feet hip width apart. Anchor your heels, your outer arches, your big toe mount into the ground. And first of all, feel your breath. So again, you can use your hands on your belly, your thighs, and your chest to slow your breathing down and to fill your whole upper body with this beautiful air. So remember, we're breathing in through the nose, deep into the belly, the upper chest, and the sides, and again out through the nose, if that is available to you. Then inhale, lift the arms shoulder height. Exhale, rounding the back, curl, get the navel in, and inhale, arch a little. Exhale, curl, navel pulls in. Inhale, chest comes up, chin lifts. And your pelvis follows that same movement. So just a little rocking back and forth. Open here, the full front line, and then releasing to the front, mobilizing our shoulders here a little. And then exhale, let the arms go. Then roll your shoulders backwards just a little bit so that they feel great and your shoulder is free and open. Then let's come into a first balance pose. Inhale, mount onto your toe mounts, come onto your toe mounts, and exhale, heels on the floor. If you dare, inhale, mount and lift the arms overhead. Exhale, release your heels back down. Inhale, lift onto toe mounts, lift the arms overhead, and exhale, release back down. Nice. Remember that stare straight in front of you. Don't look down. Inhale, arms up, come up onto your toe mounts, and release those heels back down. Wonderful. That's a nice and easy warm-up for the balance poses to come today at day number 4. Very nice that you're still here with me and pulling through. Then let's stay on your toe mounts for just 1 second, and if you fall, that's totally fine. And then release. And with your next exhale, bend down into your first forward fold. Inhale, hands on your blocks or shins, and then release back into forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hands flat on the ground, step back, first plank. Navel comes in, remember shoulders over hands, shoulder blades pulling in towards the spine and away from your ears. Next, inhale, bring your knees down, and then release the chest onto the ground for your first chaturanga push down. Then inhale your version of your cobra, lifting from the glutes and the lower back muscles, and then inhale onto your knees and exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Inhale, mobilizing the first toe joint, and exhale, release. Nice. Then inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and exhale, walk it forward into forward fold. Wonderful. Get your blocks if you need it into tabletop, upper body parallel to the floor, and exhale, release, and let your head and your neck hang. Then inhale, bend the knees some, and exhale, roll up, pulling the navel in, and into standing. Arms overhead and release. Let the shoulders go. Inhale, come into your balance, onto your toe mounts, lifting the heels. Great. Inhale, and on the exhale, come into forward fold. Inhale, tabletop, reach from the crown of the head, and exhale, let the head and the neck go. Inhale, knees bent, hands flat on the ground, stepping back into plank pose. And here we go. Inhale, knees down, shift a little forward, and then down onto the floor. Inhale, remember to keep those shoulders towards the spine and away from the ears. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the toes. Exhale, lifting onto toes, and exhale, releasing the heels. Then step a little closer. Inhale, right foot comes up, and stepping forward on your exhale into lunge position. On your next inhale, rise and shine. Arms up overhead. If you can, slight back bend, lifting the chest, radiating, and then exhale, hands down, come back into plank. Inhale, knees come down. Exhale, release onto the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, pressing back onto all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, release. Next inhale, left leg is coming up. And then exhale, step forward into lunge position. We know the drill now. Inhale, arms up overhead. Reaching, get those shoulders down and those fingers up. Hips down, nice hip opener here. And then release, hands back on the ground. And I think we're almost ready for the next balance pose. So lifting into your version of a cobra, exhale, release, inhale onto all fours, and then exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift, exhale, heels release. Inhale, bend knees, look forward, and then exhale, stepping forward into forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, tabletop, and exhale, release, back down, heels firmly in the ground. Inhale, bend knees some, exhale, roll up into standing. And here we are. Get those feet together, lift your right leg, your right foot, and have a stable gaze staring in front of you. Then grab your knee with both of your hands, pull the knee towards the chest. The chest stays up and lifted, so don't fold the upper body forward. Stay up and lift it. And now if you want to or can let go of that knee and maybe even slowly lift the arms overhead in a V position. Arms wide, radiating into all fingers up, pressing down with your foot into the ground, and then shoot that right foot backwards into lunge pose. We're down in low lunge. If you still have it in you, you can come up into high lunge, lifting the arms, the fingers, the chest. If that is still in it for you, and then release, hands back down, step into plank, navel comes in. If you wish, knees down on your inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, your version of a cobra, little back bend, exhale, release. Inhale, lifting onto all fours, and exhale, pressing back into a nice and stable downward facing dog. Then inhale, bend knees, look forward. Round number 2. Inhale, lengthen, crown of the head lifting and reaching. And exhale, release back down. Bend knees, navel comes in and roll up on your next exhale. And release the arms back down. So let's try on the other side. So get your stare ready. Look straight in front of you. Focus one point, whatever. And then grab that knee, that left knee with both hands. Pull the knee towards the chest. Chest stays fully upright. Shoulders are still above your hips. And the crown of your head is reaching up towards the sky. Your heel pushes down into the floor. If you're stable, let go of your knee. Lift the arms overhead in that V shape, opening the arms. Shoulders down. And now radiate into all 10 fingers and shoot your whole weight into the earth. This is a stable position. Wonderful. Repeat as often as you want. Day 4, balance. Great one. Then stepping back with your left leg into low lunge. You can stay here. If you still have it in you, then lift the arms overhead. Come into a very slight back bend here, opening the front body, opening the chest, radiating your heart out. Wonderful. And then release. Hands down, stepping back into plank. Inhale, knees come down if you wish. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, onto all fours. We're rolling over the knees into our wonderful and stable downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting onto the toes. Exhale, release the heels. And yes, inhale. We are looking forward, but this time we're not walking forward, we're changing position. Did you see that little question mark in my head? So here we come into reverse bridge. So we're getting into our seated position, hands on the floor, fingers towards your feet. And then inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, release back down. Then inhale, lift and stay as if you were a reverse bridge. So the hips come up and your thighs stay parallel. Feet hip width apart, knees stay parallel. And I think we're done. So release the hips back down, round your back, hug your knees just a little, and here comes the boat. So the boat floats underneath the little bridge. So bring your hands next to your knees, lean the upper body backwards, pull the navel in, stabilize the upper body and lengthen the upper body from the crown of the head all the way to your sitting bones. Then release and slowly come down to the ground. If your head is turning right now and you're very happy to be grounded, that's fine. Now lift your hips and release back down. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, lowering. So you want to bring your shoulders really tightly onto the floor. Now keep your hips up. Walk your shoulders a little bit more to the center. Climb onto your triceps and then interlace your fingers, shooting that index finger, that thumb forward, interlacing the rest of the 3 fingers into our little bridge pose. And then slowly release. That was a nice easy version of a back bend. So hug your knees in, reversing the back bend, just hugging the knees real close to let go of tension in your spine. And last one is the shoulder stand. So you can either just bring your feet above your hips, or if you feel like it, you can lift your hips all the way into your hands, your elbows, keeping the weight either in your hips or in your elbows and not on your neck. So make sure that your legs are really relaxed. Let go of all the tension in your muscles so that all of the blood can flow back to your heart center, rejuvenating and replenishing the blood with fresh oxygen. Then slowly come back down, once more hugging the right leg, stretching the left leg out, then hugging the left knee and stretching the right leg out, and then find a comfortable Savasana position for you. I feel like lying in diamond pose with my arms today, just a nice shoulder opener here. So do as you wish, either with your hands next to your body, palms facing up, or overhead, or just sometimes it feels like you want to hug yourself and keep one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Then close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of any tension left in your body. Another deep breath in, and on the exhale, let go of all the parts of your body. You are lying down now, and your body is held by the floor. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a dense forest. The air is filled with a wonderful fragrance, and the forest seems to invite you in. With each breath, you can smell the earthiness of the trees and the freshness of the leaves. As you step into the forest now, you notice the ground is soft and inviting. You follow a narrow trail that winds its way through the trees. The trail gradually climbs, and you feel the excitement of the journey ahead. The path becomes steeper, and you find yourself climbing over rocks and navigating the twisted roots of ancient trees. Your determination grows as you know that at the top of this climb, a breathtaking view awaits. You quicken your pace, brushing leaves and branches away as you continue to ascend. Now the forest begins to clear, and you find yourself standing in front of a big, massive rock. There's just this one more climb, and the view will stretch out in front of you. You summon all your strength and make your way up that rock. as you reach the summit, the world seems to unfold before your eyes. You see the sun setting over a vast hilly landscape, casting everything in a warm red hue. The beauty of this moment is taking your breath away. You stand there, fully present, and soak in the incredible view. You notice how far your eyes can see, and yet how close all your familiar landmarks appear. In this moment, you realize how small our beautiful planet truly is, and how delicate our atmosphere, the air we breathe. Allow yourself to be filled with wonder and gratitude for the earth beauty and fragility. Take a moment to appreciate the interconnectedness of all life on this planet. As the sun continues to set, you know it's time to make your way back. You descend from that big rock, and as you re-enter the forest, you notice something remarkable. Every tree, every rock, and every root seems to have transformed into a beautiful work of art. Each step you take feels like a dance with nature, a harmonious connection to the world around you. You are filled with joy and a sense of being lifted by the beauty that surrounds you. As you continue your journey through this enchanted forest, your heart is light and your spirit soars. You are grateful for this experience. You soak in the magnificence of the forest. All of a sudden, every step counts, not just reaching the top. Now take a few moments to savor this feeling of happiness, connection, and being present. And as we return now to the present moment, carry with you the sense of wonder and gratitude for the beauty of the world around you. Remember that this connection to nature and the awareness of our small place in the universe can bring a sense of peace and balance into everyday life. Then slowly move your feet and fingers. Maybe stretch the arms out in front or back. And then reaching for one knee, rolling yourself back up into sitting, re-entering gravity here in seated position, doing any movement that you would like to make yourself comfortable, easing your way back up into sitting. And then take one big inhale, lifting the arms overhead, connecting your hands, connecting the thumbs with your forehead, your chin, and your heart center. Thank you so much for joining, and have a wonderful day.